Right now on News 13, a man wanted for murder in Robeson County arrested inside Magnolia Mall in Florence. You will see what happened through a deputy's body cam.
Plus, a small whale appeared to beach itself today on the Grand Strand and sadly did not survive.
And I sat down for a one-on-one interview with Myrtle Beach Mayor Brenda Bethune. You'll hear her thoughts on efforts to keep some parts of Myrtle Beach family-friendly for tourists.
Coverage you can count on at 6 starts now.
And thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Bob Chubak.
And I'm Megan Miller. First at 6, brand new video into our newsroom shows what happened when Florence County deputies arrested a Robeson County murder suspect inside Magnolia Mall.
A lot was going on. The sheriff's office releasing almost 2 minutes of body cam footage today. News 13's Manny Martinez is live in Florence with a look at that video and praise from Sheriff TJ Joy for a deputy who he says made the right decision under extreme pressure. Manny.
Bob and Megan, good evening. I spoke with some mall workers here who most of them told me that it all happened too quickly for them to fully see it, because from the time the deputy left his vehicle to the time that Jason McRae, the suspect, was under arrest, it was less than 30 seconds. Body cam footage released this afternoon shows the scramble to end a Florence County car chase.
Got a gun.
The suspect, identified as Jason McRae, left his car and led deputies into Magnolia Mall Wednesday afternoon. Watch as McRae, who's seen with a gun, hops over a bench before he's tased to the ground.
Put your hands behind your back. That gun about got you killed.
Florence County Sheriff TJ Joy calls it a heart-stopping video. It's less than 30 seconds from the time the deputy leaves his car to when McRae's in handcuffs.
So happy that we not burying a deputy. You know, it was a very intense situation. Very proud of how professional my deputy handled it, and the way they worked it. It makes you proud. It really does.
2.5-year Sheriff's Office veteran Corporal Tommy Rauch made the arrest, and the split-second decision, receiving praise to use his taser instead of his gun.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I would have transitioned from the weapon to my taser. I don't believe I'd have done that. It's breathtaking. It truly is. McRae
had been wanted for murder out of Robeson County since last May. Florence County deputies didn't know that until after he was arrested. They initially tried to make a traffic stop on I-95. Magnolia Mall said in a statement to News 13, "We are fortunate to have a great relationship with the local law enforcement agencies and appreciate their prompt response in apprehending the suspect." Sheriff Joy says releasing the video less than 24 hours after it happened is about transparency.
I don't want any doubt of what happened, or any, you know, whether it's good or bad, it's going to come to surface. We did a great job, so I release it when we mess up. I'm going to release it when we do great.
McRae faces 6 charges in Florence County, including possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. His bond was set this afternoon at $25,000 for those charges, but the sheriff's office does not believe he'll be released, as Robeson County has a hold on McRae for that first-degree murder charge. And we're told that Robeson County investigators met with McRae yesterday. You can read all about his case right now at WBTW.com, where you can also watch that entire video for yourself. Live tonight in Florence, Manny Martinez, News 13.
It is unbelievable. Thanks a lot, Manny. Meanwhile, we're following updates out of Horry County tonight, where a small whale has died after it beached itself. I'm going to warn you first, some of you may consider some of what you're going to see as graphic.
Now this happened near Pirate Land Camping Resort. News 13's Maya Lockett talked to people who saw it happen.
Just a few hours ago, a sperm whale was beached right here in this area behind me, and I actually spoke with witnesses who told me they saw the whale alive in the water minutes before it came to shore, and once it got on shore, it just laid there. And take a look at this video from earlier. The sperm whale was wrapped in this tarp while officials waited for someone to bring a bulldozer and pick the whale up and drop it off inside of a truck. Witnesses told me they actually saw the whale in the water alive. People were trying to get it to stay in the water, but eventually it did come to land, and by the time officials got here, they assumed the whale was dead. According to the Northeast Fisheries Science Center, sperm whales are the largest of the toothed whales and have one of the widest global distributions of any marine mammal species. They are found in all deep oceans, from the equator to the edge of the pack ice in the Arctic and Antarctic. Sperm whales can grow between 40 and 52 feet. They can live up to 60 years.
It laid there for a long time, and just it's like it wasn't getting any better, so I don't know. I don't know what caused. They said, I think maybe it got hit by a propeller from a boat, maybe. At first they thought maybe a shark had attacked it, but I think it turned out to be a prop.
We are still working to find out what led to the well's death and where the well will be taken next. We did reach out to the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, but we are waiting to hear back. Reporting from Horry County, Maya Lockett, News 13.
In a News 13 update for you, a suspect in a caught-on-video shooting on Ocean Boulevard in Myrtle Beach has been released from a North Carolina jail. Booking records show Edward Williams Jr. was released from the Mecklenburg County Jail this morning on a $50,000 bond. Williams was taken into custody in Charlotte on April 20th and initially denied bond. This video here shows the moment of that shooting. A man alleged to be Williams here walks up to a pickup truck. He pulls out what appears to be a gun, sticks it inside the passenger side window. A single gunshot can be heard then as that truck there speeds off. It's unclear what led up to this shooting. You will find all of our continuing coverage on this story at WBTW.com. Today, we are just 10 days short of 2,000 from the night Brenda Bethune was elected mayor of Myrtle Beach.
And certainly a lot has happened in that span. And when I spent time with the mayor earlier this week, she said a lot that's happened has been for the better. Mayor Bethune said in 2017 and then again in 2021, she was ready for the challenge. And with the prime tourism season on the way, I ask her again, is she ready?
We're always ready. I don't think the season has actually slowed down that much. We had such a great winter season, which is a great thing for our business community, but we're definitely ready.
I was going to say that. There really is not a tourism season anymore, is there?
No, it does not feel like it. And, you know, I was born and raised here. So I remember when after Labor Day, the streets rolled up and there was no one in town. Businesses would close, but we're just not like that anymore. We are a year-round destination.
She said the wide range of venues, events, and activities have made Myrtle Beach more than just a beach, and that has changed the city. The mayor stresses the family atmosphere, which she said got a boost when the state Supreme Court recently upheld a city ordinance aimed at keeping certain businesses off Ocean Boulevard.
Well, that was a really big win for the city and one that we have been waiting on for 5 years. And it was important to me because when I first got elected and I went down and really went down to the boulevard and saw what was being sold in some of these stores and talked with some of the employees and asked what some of the merchandise was for, I was shocked. Especially when it comes to synthetic opioids and synthetic marijuana. That's not what we need. And I'm a firm believer that the merchandise that you sell is the visitor that you will attract.
We talked to some of the people that run these shops and they say, well, if you don't like it, don't go in. What do you say to that?
I say that we will see what the federal Supreme Court says. I believe they will uphold the state Supreme Court's decision. And it doesn't mean that they can't sell that merchandise. It just won't be on Ocean Boulevard.
Another concern that a good many have expressed is that Myrtle Beach in general and the boulevard in particular isn't safe. The mayor says otherwise.
Our violent crime has been down over 20% for about 5 years now. The FBI data is based on permanent population. Well, when you take our crime rate and you only use it based on our permanent population of, let's say, 35,000 people, but our average daily population is 165,000 people, that drastically changes the crime rates. So when you look at the fact that our average daily population is 165,000, we are a very safe city.
The mayor also says Myrtle Beach's bounce back after COVID was better than most places. And once many restrictions were lifted in other places, Myrtle Beach was a place to go. And the city came through it with historic numbers that continue a wave of change. 2,000 days ago, Bethune ran as a catalyst for change.
Have I been a catalyst for change? Yes. Has it been positive change? Yes, and there are some great things happening, some great things that have already happened to prove that.
So you think Myrtle Beach in 2023 is a lot better than in 2017?
Absolutely, I do, yes.
To further back up that, the mayor also made mention of the Arts and Innovation District in the heart of Myrtle Beach, which is already growing, and that's where we did that interview. Well, several local hospitals received A grades from Leapfrog for hospital safety. That independent national nonprofit bases its grades on more than 30 measures, including errors, accidents, injuries, and infections. Among our local hospitals, Grand Strand Regional in Myrtle Beach, Carolina Pines in Hartsville, MUSC Health in Marion, and McLeod Health in Dillon all received an A. B grades went to MUSC Health in Florence, Tideland's Waccamaw Community Hospital in Murrells Inlet, and McLeod Seacoast in Little River. Conway Medical Center, McLeod Regional Medical Center in Florence, and Tideland's Georgetown Memorial Hospital each received a C. On its national site, Leapfrog reports both Carolinas are among the top 10 states with the highest percentages of A hospitals.
Coastal Carolina University will block access to the social media site TikTok on all of its internet networks. The school announced the new policy during a board meeting yesterday. CCU says the move aims to keep the university's network secure and help protect the privacy of CCU students, faculty, and staff. The board also said this puts the school in compliance with Governor McMaster's order to all state agencies to block access to that site. Well, squad trucks, they are one step closer now to being illegal in South Carolina. A bill to ban the trucks passed in a 37-1 vote today in the state Senate. It passed unanimously yesterday in the House. The bill would ban trucks that are 4 or more inches higher in the front than in the back. That legislation now goes to the governor. North Carolina has already banned those types of trucks. Today, PETA and the Wild Animal Sanctuary said it rescued the 9 remaining animals from the Waukee Zoo right near Socastee.
Those animals included 1 llama, 2 North American black bears, and 6 emus. They'll be taken to the Wildlife Animal Sanctuary out in Denver, Colorado. PETA sued the Waukee Zoo last April, accusing it of violating the Endangered Species Act. The facility permanently closed in September of last year. Its USDA license expired and it was not renewed.
Coming up next on News 13 this Thursday evening, after passing in the North Carolina House, sweeping changes to abortion are now up for debate in the state Senate.
And no debate about today's weather. Pretty nice out there. Frank's forecast is going to show you if it's going to stay this nice when News 13's local coverage you can count on continues.
From WBTW, Bob Juback, Megan Miller, Chief Meteorologist Frank Johnson, and Sports Director Chris Parks. You're watching Number 1, News 13 at 6.
At 6:14, we're staying on top of a developing story for you in Raleigh, where state lawmakers are voting on new restrictions on abortion in North Carolina.
It's been a fast process up there. That bill was introduced less than 48 hours ago, and it passed last night in the House. That bill now in the North Carolina State Senate. It would limit abortions after 12 weeks with exceptions for rape, incest, protecting the mother's life, and also fetal abnormalities. It also creates new requirements regarding in-person consultations and reporting requirements to the state. Some medical groups, including the North Carolina Medical Society, though, oppose the bill, saying it will impede access to medical care. However, Republicans say the bill is reasonable and is not an outright ban on abortion.
I believe women and men have been fed a lie that abortion is the solution to an unplanned pregnancy.
It is a political policy meant to pander to your Republican base, using vulnerable people as political footballs.
Governor Roy Cooper, who's a Democrat, has already said that he will veto the bill, but Republicans say they have the numbers to override that veto.
Weather time now, and Frank, some of us may see some showers as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, that rain chance is back. It's going to be pretty low. Not a whole lot of rain over the weekend. I'll have more of those details coming up.
And now, here's Chief Meteorologist Frank Johnson with Viper 13 real-time radar.
And nice weather across the area again today. A lot of sunshine, temperatures comfortable, a little bit cooler than normal, and our nice weather is going to continue through the evening hours tonight. Notice there are a few clouds to our west. We may start to see some of those clouds late night tonight, and then through the day tomorrow they're going to increase. And this is ahead of the next storm system that's heading our way in time for the weekend. Bad news, another weekend with rain chances. The good news is this one is fairly weak and our rain chances look pretty low. Across the area tonight, no rain chances out there right now. We are going to stay dry tonight with generally clear skies. That'll continue overnight tonight as well. Temperatures outside right now in the low to middle 70s, so a very nice, comfortable day. Low humidity once again, upper 60s along the coast. We should be close to 80 degrees this time of year. So once again, temperatures below normal. High temperatures only made it into the low to middle 70s area wide. We will be a little bit warmer for tomorrow. I think some of us tomorrow could see the upper 70s. Our 3-degree guarantee, yesterday's forecast in Florence was 74 degrees. High temperature today made it up to 74. Good forecast within the 3 degrees, right on the button. News 13 donating another $50 to the Humane Society of North Myrtle Beach, up to $150 so far. I'll have another forecast coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Our forecast for tonight showing that mainly clear sky continuing. Winds light today. They'll be calming down overnight tonight. And tomorrow morning we'll wake up to a lot of sunshine. It's going to be cool again overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning, but not quite as cold as it was today. And those clouds, there'll be a few in the morning, but they'll tend to increase into the afternoon. So our headlines for tonight, clear and cool overnight tonight, a little bit warmer tomorrow with a few of us making it into the upper 70s, and then that chance for showers coming in for the weekend. Again, it's not going to be a washout of a weekend, but that chance for rain is going to be there. But not for tomorrow. We'll see a few more clouds increasing, especially into the afternoon tomorrow. Here comes that next system that'll throw a little bit of rain our way tomorrow night, and then a few scattered showers around on Saturday. Notice not a whole lot of rain. Many places will stay dry, and a few of those showers could linger into Sunday as well. Our forecast for tonight, mainly clear and cool, low to middle 50s for our overnight lows. Tomorrow we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, a little bit warmer than it was today. We'll make it into the mid to upper 70s tomorrow, and winds will stay light. So looking at really nice weather on the way for our Friday. At the beaches tomorrow, winds out of the southeast will be light, 6 to 12 miles per hour, waves about a foot or two, and our surf temperatures at 69 degrees. 7-day forecast looking at our nice weather for tomorrow. That chance for a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm on Saturday, and slight chance for a shower on Sunday. Again, not a lot of rain this weekend, but that chance will be out there. And then once that system moves away, we're going to warm up into next week, temperatures into the 80s. It will be humid next week as well, and that'll lead to the chance for a pop-up shower pretty much each afternoon.
Yeah, we'll just have to watch for that. But you know what? I like watching for those lows because I can always see when I can go outside and have a cup of tea in the morning, those lows next week. Nice and warm.
They're going to be much warmer than this week.
All right, thanks so much, Frank.
Well, get ready. A popular baseball and softball event is returning to Pelicans Ballpark later this month.
Chris Parks fills you in. Plus, 6 student athletes signed today over at Socastee High School. You'll see who and where they're going next in sports.
Here's Chris Parks from the WBTW News 13 Sports Desk.
Well, another Grand Strand school got to celebrate their seniors this afternoon. Carolina Forest had a big signing day back on Monday, and today Socastee will send 6 to the next level to compete in athletics. The black and gold, they're going to send Ryan Repick to Francis Marion. He's going to play basketball there. On the girls' side, Mackenzie Massey will play hoops at Dakota College. 3 for football, including Dylan Brees, Karan Starks, and also Arbor Lacani, all inking deals. And finally, Maddox Guilford is going to play boys volleyball. His story is an interesting one. Committed to one school and then had a sudden recent change.
Well, at first I was committed to Limestone, and then the program got cut and a couple other programs, and so I had to find a new school. And so I was emailing coaches looking for a new school, and it was kind of a rush of time. So it was a little hectic. But then I found Lise McRae, and I just thought it was a really beautiful school.
Lise McRae up in the mountains of North Carolina. Speaking of high school sports, the seniors' last swing event's going to return to Pelicans Ballpark on May the 25th. The series features 65 local athletes with softball. The game's going to happen around 5, and then baseball shortly after. The Pelicans will do a full-scale game presentation, have traditional senior night festivities, and a pregame ceremony. All right, talking some college softball now. Francis Marion celebrated earlier this week after winning the Conference Carolinas tournament on Monday. That victory earned them the automatic bid in the NCAA Division II tournament, along with 63 other teams. The details of what region they will be sent to will be unveiled to the Patriots on Monday. In the meantime, the team is focusing on staying loose and sharpening their skills before they compete in the double elimination tournament for the second consecutive season.
It's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we have a good shot to go far, and I just can't wait to, get out there and really show everybody what we have. We always have each other's back. We're never, on the back of our shirts we're never out of the fight, and I think that's our biggest thing, especially at conference tournament. We were down like most of our games, so we came back and we were fighting. So I think just constantly fighting to show that we're supposed to be here and we're meant to be here is going to be our biggest thing.
Our own Julia Kennedy spent the morning with the team. We'll have the full story tonight at 11 on News 13. Speaking of softball, Coastal and App State are in Boone, North Carolina, playing their final Sun Belt regular season conference series before the tournament next week in Louisiana. Double dip in the mountains. CCU took game 1 7-1. Game 2, they're trailing 3-2 in the 5th inning at last check.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Chris.
All right, Frank, how are we shaping up for this evening?
It's looking nice again tonight. Skies mainly clear, cooling down into the 50s tonight, a little bit warmer tomorrow, and then that chance for a few showers over the weekend.
All right, thanks so much, Frank. And for all of us here at News 13 this Thursday, thanks so much for watching. Coverage you can count on.
The CBS Evening News is coming up next. We'll be back at 11, though, right here on WBTW, and we will see you then.